And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. And we should say, it's the freaking weekend, baby. Ha ha. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Shout out to Miss Holly Robinson. Thank you for being the first one here, with Jet Shelley being the second one in this morning, Caribbean Queen being the third. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, around town, long distance, over the road truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Please go over to Troy's channel and continue to support his channel. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Shout out to you as well. Big up to my SouFLoTV Morning Thoughts family this morning. Thank you for being here. It's the freaking weekend, baby. And not only that, it is Christmas Eve of 2021. Time markers. All right. So Christmas Eve morning of 2021, where were you? You were on SouFLoTV Live with the Morning Thoughts family, and we did a talk up some things. We have a couple of things we're going to talk about this morning. Only two topics. One was a Chinese couple, a Chinese business couple was gunned down last night, yesterday evening, in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to go into some humor, which was, so that one would be about God's sense of humor. The Almighty Creator's sense of humor when he was creating, or when the Almighty was creating man, the anatomy. This is going to go somewhere funny, and you can laugh and all that. I do that just to ease up off of the pressure, because it's Christmas Eve again. I don't want to talk about no killing and all that, but I have to. I have to on this one. All right. Before we get into them topic, let me big up some people who are here, and then we are going to start. All right. And you will choose which one we start with first. See, you want the heavy stuff first, or you and the humor last, or you want the humor first and the heavy stuff last. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate you greatly. Jet Shelley, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here this morning. Caribbean Queen is in the building. Thank you for being here. King Biggs, morning fam, big up yourself. Lady Merlina is in the building this morning. Andrea Humphrey is here. Nicole Scott is in the building. Sonia Campbell is in the building this morning. Craig Bailey, welcome fam, big up yourself. Rosalind Smykel is in the building. Lashana Alexander is in the building. Mr. Article Dan is in the building this morning. I'm saying up, fam. Sean Hines is here. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Colette Frankson is in the building. Kevin Lawrence is here. Natasha B. Maine Toby is here. Nikki Rainford says good morning. Portmore Daya. Big up yourself. Portmore is one of my favorite places to visit when I'm in Jamaica. I just feel comfortable in a Portmore. See? Stacey Ann Williams, big up yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. Cryo is here, my arch nemesis, but you're here. Thank you for being here. Big up yourself. All right. Michelle Williams is here. Parish Jordan is in the building. Island Girl Ruby is here with my grandmother's name, Miss Ruby. Big up yourself. All right. And Charlie Schubert is here. Sherry Schubert is in the building this morning. Anika Anderson is also here. Big up on yourself and thank you for being here. If I did not call your name, you already know what that is. It's still manners and respect, and it's still great appreciation from my side for you. So Lorna McDonald, Don Phillips, Patrina Maiton, Gaza Nation 876, Lexus RCF 24, people like that, O'Neill Dixon and Evan Brailsford, all here this morning, and I appreciate you all and all the others. All right, so y'all are going to tell me which one to start out with. What do we lead with this morning? I hope everyone is doing well. It's the end of the week for some. Some people don't get a weekend start till Sunday, or some people are going to have to be working throughout the Christmas holidays. That's just how things go. I'm very familiar with that. I know what it feels like to be away from home. on holidays, and I know how that feels. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays, you just know that it's a time when the whole family can get together and blah blah blah, and you're not there, so you miss out. See? All right. Boy, I'm sick and tired of the violence in Jamaica. Jano, it's getting worse than good. Sean Carter. Sean, you see why I get ticked off. My spirit gets upset when people say stuff like, oh, it's not so bad. Or people try to deflect and talk about, oh, things are going over in America too. And other parts of the world is this and that. It's bad for us, man. It's bad for us. My little island, my piece of paradise on earth. If it wasn't my piece of paradise on earth, I would not go there because I have options. I'm one of the people that have options, right? I can fly in and fly out as I like. I can spend probably as long as I like. I'm secured on the island to a certain degree. I'm not saying I'm untouchable. I'm just saying I'm secured on the island to a certain degree. It is in my blood. It is in my brain. It's how I breathe, eat, sleep, and everything. Jamaica, my thing. We move around in a place where we're familiar with and we know the runnings, right? So to see this happening right there in where we call home and where we call our piece of paradise, it's terrible. It makes you look like somewhat kind of a hypocrite. That's why I have to always speak on both sides of the fence while straddling the fence. Because I can't make Jamaica look like the worst place on earth. And I can't make it look like, oh God, don't ever go there again, scare people away. But how can you not be scaring people away when you get into these topics? Because if I heard that this just happened at a certain place, I'm not going there. I don't care what you tell me, I'm not going there. You know? And shout out to the people them who you've been away for so long. And one of the reasons why you left was because of violence. Because some of us think this is new. Some of us were born just yesterday, even though we are elders, grown, consider ourselves grown. There are others who are our elders who are grown, more grown than us. And they went away because of the same things, and the same things never got better. It just got worse. So big up to my people them who would love to take a trip home, who would love to go home and retire, who would love to go home, let go foreign and go back to your yard. Your mint tea wouldn't come in a bag like this in the morning. You can go outside and pick it fresh and smell it before you drop it in the pot. You know, all your herbs and spices in your backyard, your fruits and vegetables, and live some good life and some good sunshine, some vitamin D in your melanated skin, the warmth of the sun and the sea breeze across the island, reggae music everywhere, and the vibes that only we have. Me not ask you, you know, me I tell you, say only we have our vibes, you know. And people come there for our vibes. I've been to many other countries, we alone. And I always felt like, yeah, when we're done left here, so I'm definitely going to Jamaica after this. Or I don't see anything here that rivals or equals. And the vibes, just the vibes. But at the same time, danger looms at all times, right? And you feel it more pressing than when you visit any other place. See? So I forgot to talk about that, man. Brixton, London in the building, UK, Angel Town, big up Maxi. All right, so Sir Alfred Benjamin is in the building. Thank you for being here, Sir Alfred Benjamin. I appreciate you. I appreciate all your support. I recognize you and I'm thankful. All right, big up yourself. It's the freaking weekend, baby. All right, so I hope y'all stay safe this weekend. Go with the heavy first. Go with the heavy first. Humor, end with humor. Heavy stuff first, heavy stuff first, end with humor. Heavy stuff first. So them want the heavy first. All right. Majority of them are saying heavy first. Boom. 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 Room crew, yeah. Boom, boom, room. All right. So here we go. Yesterday, an incident took place. Let me drop them two phones here. One of these phones are supposed to be hooked up. And I'm going to hook it up right now. Somebody was ringing the phone off right before we started the live. That's probably somebody who don't tune into the live, so they don't know that SouFLo is going live right now. Because I can't talk to you and go live. All right, so the phone is hooked up, set and ready to go. And then this phone now will carry the news. And just to be specific about the details of what happened, it's sad, man. Okay, so I'm taking this from the Observer, even though the Gleaner had it. Last night before I went to bed pretty late, and I saw a headline that says Chinese businessman shot and killed during robbery. And I thought, them I gonna catch that person there, because anytime Chinese people get shoot down in Jamaica, the culprits get caught quickly. There ain't no years later for anything. Maria's post, I appreciate you. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate you greatly. All right. By the time I wake up this morning, I see second Chinese business person shot and killed. I thought this is weird. But when I read the story, it turns out to be a husband and wife. So apparently, the wife was also shot in the original incident, and she was rushed to the hospital, surviving the shooting, while her husband died at the scene. St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021. Today is the 24th. St. Elizabeth, Jamaica police have confirmed that two Chinese nationals were shot dead on Thursday night in Southfield, southern St. Elizabeth. Earlier, Observer Online reported that a Chinese businessman who operated JoJo's supermarket in the area was shot dead. I'm hearing that JoJo's supermarket is not no new business. It's people that have been there they've been in the community for quite some time, right? I'm gonna dig later and do an update. Are they Chinese Jamaicans? Cause you know you have some Chinese people that come straight off the mainland of China, and they have no Jamaican connections, and then you have those that have been in Jamaica for so long. Some have been there for generation after generation, and they have close ties to Jamaica. So I don't know if it's one of these kind of families. So that detail I'm going to look up, and if somebody can tell me in the comment section because you know them, then go ahead and do so. Also, his wife was also shot during that robbery, and she was later pronounced dead at the hospital upon her arrival to the hospital, so she did not make it either. The latest shooting follows the killing of three persons in separate incidents in Fife's Pen, Carisbrook in St. Elizabeth between Monday night and Tuesday evening. So between Monday night and Tuesday evening, you had three other murders, and then this two make five within the same vicinity, within the same surroundings. This is, I mean, golly, damn. I see a comment here where somebody says, "Yep, when I when I am voted in as prime minister, you will be able to sleep with your doors wide open because I will have crime under control." I guess they are mocking what Andrew Holness ran on for prime minister. He promised the people that the biggest problem you have right now is this violence of crime and violence during committing of crime in Jamaica, the murder and the gun thing, the killing. And when I become prime minister, you'll be able to sleep with your doors open because I'm going to lock this thing down. That's politics. You promise the people what they want. You make sure you are smooth looking. You know your face well shaven, what they respect. You look the part in a nice suit. You come out and you promise them exactly what it is. You look at where the biggest problem is. You come out and you say, "I will fix that. I promise you I will fix that." You know what the mistake is? First of all, I've always said this and I'm continuing to say it. I'm highly disappointed in the PM because he's not treating any of this like it's an emergency. Some people are quick to back their political leaders more than them back common sense. They are more in love with a party and they are more in love with the leader of the party than they are in love with the country itself and the future of the country itself. When you love the country, you're not business who in power. If who is in power is incapable or has proven that they are incapable of doing certain things like securing the country, the most important thing. We could be broke as hell as a church mouse and everybody poor. If the murder rate wasn't like it was, Jamaica would truly be paradise. But look upon the murder rate. And you can do so many different things to help to slow it down, lower those numbers significantly, and to just see this man just go silent. And they always big up what they have been doing. Okay, we understand you've been doing some good, but the main pressing issue is COVID come about, big pandemic, and gunman and pandemic started running head and head. I guess the gunman themselves watch this. We can't make pandemic come beat we and kill more people than we. So the more them talk about pandemic and get joke and people are dead and all this, is the more the gunman them did a kill. Even during lockdown, when they claim to be locking us in because they don't want us spreading stuff towards each other and all that. Even in there, man tep cross in a zone of special operation to murder people. You wonder how this happened. Like, is it a zone of special operation where the place is cordoned off with layers of security? Well, that's how we do it anyways. I don't know if they do it like that. I actually heard Renito Adams explain his tactical moves somewhat, and that is how we do it here in the US. So for instance, if you have, this is rings of security, and this is how rings of security are set up, right? I don't want to mess up my board and everything because I have stuff laid out for the other channel, Hot Topics TV. For those of y'all who don't know, I have another channel on YouTube which is called Hot Topics TV. Please don't bring a Jamaican something over there. I saw somebody yesterday with beer, Jamaican this and SouFLo, your chop beer, that kind. It's not that kind of a channel. I don't even speak like that when I'm over there on that channel. Some people don't even know it's me, right? So, but anyhow, that's for that, and this is for you. So this is how rings of security are set up tactically. This is the main target, right? This place right here so is where you're going to hit. We're focused on this, or secure. We're focused on this. Inside of this place right here, you're supposed to have security set up, right, Tessa? That's a layer of security. So anybody who comes into here, the main place, they have to pass through this. But get this, there's another ring of security outside of that security right there. And then there's another one. So it's 3 rings of security that is set up. 3 rings of security would be set up, right? And you would have to penetrate the first one, to penetrate the second one, to penetrate the third one in order to get into. That's how we do stuff. And I'm thinking, who the hell is running this place and this thing tactically? Everything seems so off. Everything seems so skewed, so planned. It seems like somebody is making or allowing these things to happen and then crying foul later on, because it can't be that complicated. Judge Shelley, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. It cannot be that complicated. Now, I've also said that you see them Chinese people here, we can actually learn from them. Killing is not the way. Killing is not the way. And I know it feels frustrating, especially holiday season there, your family pressuring you. You probably have brothers, sisters, or children who are looking to you for a little something and nothing on go on for you. Well, most of who nothing on go on for is who is not putting their shoulders to the wheel and who is not making nothing go on for themselves. Some people feel entitled and feel like, say, what other people work hard for is theirs, or they're entitled to a piece of it. Some people feel like things are going to fall into my lap and everything is going to go in place. I'm just have to go and wall out. Look what I'm going to do to the people. Look what they went and did to the people. When Chinese business people get killed in Jamaica, who did it got found? Who did it got found? Understand this. Money talk. And them have a whole heap of money for talk. Understand this. They are not a simple people. They might look simple, but them not simple. Go study what them do over in China. They have gangs that are high-ranking gangs in the world stage that control massive things as they move throughout. You're talking about the opioids trade. You're talking about multi-billion-dollar and trillion-dollar businesses in illegal world as well as legal world, and they're all connected, right? They're going to find who did this. And they're going to find who did this because they're going to put more emphasis on it, because the Chinese community, including the Chinese business community, is going to press them and make sure that they put this to rest. Make sure they find who did it. But bigger than that, some people are going to say, SouFlo, everybody are going excited because I'm still comment them already. Everybody are going excited now because a Chinese businessman or businesswoman or two Chinese people get slapped with. But what when black people are dead every day? We talk about that too. So we're not hypocrites. We're very concerned about our own first before anybody else, because that's who we are, right? We love we first. I saw me stay. Me love me first. Me can't love nobody else until me love me first. And that extends from me to my immediate family to those who are like me, if you know what I mean. And then my love goes out to all others. All in all, I love human beings and I love honesty and I love life. See? So no bad feelings towards nobody, but I see people talking about, yo, them are just collateral, yeah, star. I saw the place around. You know what I'm saying? Man, I forgot eat a food, them people there get all of the money and this and that, and we can't get nothing in the place. I'm sure them Chinese people didn't take nothing from you. Nothing where you did want to work hard for anyways. You know what's funny to me is a community of people, you know, like how we throw a partner, a community of people can save themselves. Forget about everybody coming together, forming a security team for their own communities, putting up cameras. You know the gunman them will kill you if you put up the camera so them can see it. There are cameras now that you can put up where nobody can see them, and your whole community could be canvassed under cameras without even waiting for the police to intervene. Where I live now, for example, all these damn houses, including my own house, is cameraed up. So if you go to my neighbor's house, you're probably on camera. The houses across the way are seeing you out there as well. My camera see you as well. For them camera watch my house as my camera is watching their house as well. All that stuff. Y'all can, I mean y'all, but our people, they can do that. How long more are we going to wait and say Andrew Holness now do a good job and we blame him because him could have do this and that? And look upon him, he sit down in there and him not doing nothing and he don't even come out and say anything. The only thing him come out and say is we've got this under control and we are going to implement a crime plan strategy that is going to work. Remember when Donald Trump said, we're going to build a wall. It's going to be the biggest wall ever. And they asked him, well, how are you going to finance the wall? And him never really have an answer. So him said, the Mexicans are going to pay for it. And or him said, we just know that we're going to build a wall. Like there was no concrete anything. And as long as they've been in office, there still has been no concrete plan put towards. They only keep on drawing for the same state of emergency, SOE, and the ZOSO, zones of special operation, which we can see people get murdered in a zones of special operation while state of emergency is going on. That now work. All it does is leave a bunch of angry young men out there, because what they do is they drive around, scrape up who them to scrape up, lock them up. Some man lock up all 3 months straight for nothing. And one time them let them go, them pat him on him shoulder and say, all right, go on now. People are pissed. If you did that to me, I'll be ticked off. This ain't no JLP, PNP thing, because the two of them do the same thing to it. When one is in power, the other one act like everything that the other one do is wrong. Right now, PNP is acting like everything that JLP do is wrong. But PNP, you did have your time too. And you didn't do the same thing that JLP is doing now. None of them do nothing different. So the people are stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to government. There is nobody with a sharp line cut that they can say, yes, I'm definitely going with this one because they do this. Their agenda is this. It is clearly laid out, and at least we know that maybe we can actually sleep with our doors open for real. Jamaica can take crime serious. Its leaders can take crime serious. There are countries in the world who are crime-ridden to the max. People are dead like fly. Overran with gangs and drugs and everything, and those countries were able to turn their country around to where it is almost non-existent when it comes to crime. Why? And one such country is one of those, is it Indonesia? Singapore? It's quite a few of them out there. Quite a few of them out there. We could even look to the African country Rwanda. Quite a few of them out there that are like this, that have completely turned around because them start step on crime in a real way. Meaning all bigger heads were getting executed. Execution for thieving the people their money, for misappropriation of funds, execution, for misappropriation of funds, for enabling gangs from behind the scenes, participating in unlawful things, and then coming on Front Street acting like, oh, I'm here for that. Is so hypocritical. Them for dead for that, for real. You are put in a position to lead and to protect, and you violate the whole the whole island, the people of the country. You violate the sanctity of the country by going behind the scenes in cahoots with the criminals who are tearing up the place, and then you put on your nice suit, come stand in front of the people and say, we've got this, we're going to get this under control, knowing you are one of them who is enabling that to continue to happen. But as long as your bank account continues to be full, as long as them checks clear or the bags of cash come in unnoticed, unmarked, you're good to go. And you continue this and you continue this. This is on so many levels sad. Because the people are not joining together to save themselves. Everybody's still talking about government. Everybody is still talking about government. And government not saving them. Government not saving us. Government hasn't been saving us for a long time now. Just like how slavery happened quite a while ago. Chattel slavery anyways. We're not talking about institutionalized slavery, which I am very well aware of. Chattel slavery happened long ago. Some black people still act like we came on the slave ships yesterday, 24 hours ago or 24 years ago, and I witnessed the beatings and the lynching and this and the that, and I'm just traumatized. I have PTSD from it, and I'm all these other things. Listen to me. The crutches that we use are the crutches that are killing us, man. They're not saving us and they're not easing up nothing. Them same Chinese people that we can learn from. That same community could pool their resources together. This would be a viable business for a lot of people in the community. You tell me that 10 people in the community couldn't put their money together and open a wholesale, couldn't open a grocery store. Forget if the government not giving you any breaks in taxes or whatever because you're not a Chinese national. You should be able to work enough money to make that not a problem to you, right? We cry over the small things, and the things we're supposed to do, we're not doing. It's sad. It's sad. And guess what? The sad part is, if that was a black couple or Jamaican couple that actually owned JoJo's, them would have to move a certain way because they would probably be under extortion, or they know the runnings were going already, so them know who are them real bad man where them can't mention them name, but them have to give them a little thing, and in return they're protected. Or that's why they're up on the ground and you know the Schweppes. Or they would have been killed already too. Because the place are run away. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, running around in circles, can't go nowhere. Sash says our mentality is a big issue. As a people, yes. A lot, too many. Not all of us, but too many of us have that mentality. And it's a big issue. And it's true. Most people not even like save or try save. Them just complain when them not make enough. Shamar Jackson, you know how important that is that you just said? Most people not even like to save or try to save. They just complain them not make enough. My granny says not what you make is how much you can keep out of it. Every mickle make a muckle, so you can get your lickle and put it together, bang your belly a little bit, close your eyes sometime when everybody else are run go buy this and buy that and save a little something. It's true. It's true. Boy, I feel away. Again, 2 Chronicles 7 verse 13. We all God's people, no matter who we are, we just need to humble ourselves and give our lives to Jesus. All right. All right, Lottie Archer and Mr. Uganda said they use that as an excuse. Money is made out of things water, air is real wealth. Well, in the world we live in, health is real wealth, for real. But in the world we live in, money is wealth. Money can buy you all these other things. If you have money, let me break this down for you real quick. Watch this. He says, SMH says money is made out of thin air, food, land, water, air. That is real wealth. All right. In the world we live in, money can make you have better food around. Then money can make you have cleaner water. And money can make you have live in locations where the air is even better. Think about it. Think about it. So money is attached, and we should never underline or underplay the importance of money. That's one of the big damages that was done to us that we are still perpetuating, is that our pie is in the sky. Our heaven is after death, not here on earth. That's why Bob Marley was trying to loosen up the chains on the minds when he said, if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. He never said no big pie in the sky. He never said when you die, you are going to go to the place with 50 virgins or 100 virgins and milk and honey flowing from fountains and everything will be all well. Is a religion tell you that? Is a religion tell you that it is going to be all well after you die? Some guy is going to come and raise you back from the dead and then levitate you into the heavens and you will live beside him for eternity and all this stuff. And when we follow that, and some of us have a misconception of that, and when we follow that, what we end up doing is we fail to create generational wealth. Some of us fail to create just a little bit of wealth right now, not even generational wealth. Just fail to give your family a good life, your children, your offspring, because you that are waiting for your pie in the sky. You there waiting to die, and in the meantime, you're not living, you're just enduring. And yes, endurance is where it's at. Hell no, it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. We have a different concept. Different concept. No long suffering is where it's at, and you will be greatly rewarded in heaven for your long suffering. Me not come here for suffer long, you know. I'm sorry, not sorry, but I didn't come here to suffer long. Right? I come here, get a little bit of normal suffering here and there, because I know a lot of people suffer way worse than I did. Go through my bumps and bruises and figure out quickly how to get past that and look for piece of pie right here. Right? Boy, the life is chipping in and out. That is why the money thing is a scam on its own. Well, we can't do nothing about that. And what I always encourage my audience to do is to not cry over or worry too much over things that you cannot control, but worry more about the things that you can affect, change, or control to some degree about. This whole killing thing we are going on in Jamaica, it is very controllable. It is very controllable. But again, somebody wants it this way. Somebody wants it this way. Shout out to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, man, to the JCF, to the good ones. Not the one that were caught up in the foolishness behind the scenes. You guys are disgusting and despicable. The ones who are caught up in, who have taken an oath and have sworn to serve and protect. I see a video the other day where, let me see if I can find it real quick, where them go down at the marketplace and how them mash up the people them goods. I mean, even if they're not vending in the right area, you don't do them like this. You don't do the people them like this. Even if they're not vending in the right area. You know how hard it is to build a hand cart, because me still can't build one. and a country me grow, right? I used to look at the youth them we build them handcart like so them just make a Rolls Royce. Because the thing when you go down the road, the thing can drive and it have a steering wheel on it like and to think about the ingenuity, to think about somebody thought about that. You know what? That was entrepreneurship. There's actually a lady in Jamaica who runs a business, flourishes by renting out handcart. So the handcarts are made already. All I youth have to do, I go over there and say, yes, rent me one of them handcart here. Please pay the expenses for the handcart. Take the handcart up and down through the marketplace. Yes, Miss Matty, you ready to go? Miss Matty say, yes, man, come carry my bag. Them go upside taxi stand up there. So load up all our stuff. I'll put Miss Matty on it too. And make its way there. Get them little change. It's a hustling. It's a business. It's entrepreneurship. Although some people think they're too good for certain things. Me not going to nobody restaurant to flip no burger. Me not push no hand cat. Me not this no that. All right. It's a viable business. But to see how the police actually broke up the people them hand cat, see video here, and mash up the people them goods, mash up them fruits and vegetables and everything. That's discouraging as hell. That's abusive. Everybody is saying that the live is lagging. Not everybody, but I see quite a few people. Some say me now hear you at all now flow. The sound gone now. Thought it was just me. Freezing and lagging. Oh man. Here we go again. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I think it's time to get a whole different computer. I can hear you just fine. If you can hear me, please say you can hear me. Because all I'm seeing is people, you know, once one person says I can't, another is gonna say I thought it was just me, and then another is gonna say it's freezing and I can't. Then soon that's all I can see. So I'm not gonna stop talk. It was freezing, but you're back. I can hear, I can hear, I can hear, I can hear. I'm good. I can hear you, I can hear you. Okay, good. All right, so I was talking about when the people them try. And when they try, everybody not born with a gold spoon in their mouth. And I'm telling you about government and how the place are run. And when the people try, a lot of them get beat down. Sometimes I said to the youth, them say, go find something for do. The youth say, okay, all right, Uncle Flo. May I build a hand cart and go down a market and get some goods and try sell. Galaxy says it's the people's connection. It's perfect for me. Galaxy, thank you for the feedback. Somebody has said login again. Shamar Jackson says, for those of you who are having issues, refresh the live. Because there are a lot of people here who are not having issues. Somebody is saying I should restart because I'm lagging. I see somebody trying to draw me out this morning, asking me about if I support the LGBTQ community. Let me side note a little bit to answer this real quick because you know they like to flip this around, right? If you ignore it, you're gonna hear how you purposely ignore them because you're not a supporter and you just don't want to be upfront, honest, and say, "Me I tell us I'm bold. Me bold. I was engineered to be bold." In the infantry, we say you're fucking with a certified asshole, right? Bold when it comes time to be bold. I'm afraid to say nothing. So let me address this real quick. Then we go back to where we are talking about. Bartholomew says, does this channel support the LGBTQ community? Bartholomew, that's not a yes or a no for me. That's a I support human rights. Period. And your sexuality is not my business. Period. All right? Whatever you make from that is what you make from that, but that's what I've always stood on. You must be new to this channel because you wouldn't ask that question if you have been here for a while. All right, so what I was saying now, this video that we have, check it. This is in on the market, right? I said I was gonna do something on it. I saw him treat the people them. This is a Livingston market, right? They're saying crime can't done, brother. Let me see if I can. Let me increase the volume and play it back again. You see the fruits and vegetables them all over the ground? Fling where people something them, you know. That's how they treat them. So when the youth now, Mr. Uganda, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. When the youth them now try. So it's easy for us, right, who are in some kind of position of comfort, a little bit more comfort than our brothers and sisters who are in dire situations. And when they try, a lot of them are met with that kind of reception right there. Now, tell me honestly, we are talking about Chinese people, business people get killed. Let's talk about killing the spirit of the people that are on the island, till the people them feel hopeless like them need to kill. Yes? Because people with something to look forward to don't just get up and kill people, you know. Right? When the youth them try now, and them do the youth them like that, me see them a drag haul and pull a woman, a elderly woman, and then another young lady, and the lady I said, no, come on, fight. And they were literally prying her off of the cart. Mister, when you look on our cart, our hand cart, people, the fruits and the vegetables, Mister, the scallion them and the potato, everything on our cart, the carrot them, everything look clean enough, well put together and organized and everything. Same like that cart. Now, when you approach a man, first of all, potato don't grow overnight. Carrot don't grow overnight. Scallion and them something that don't grow overnight. Somebody painstakingly farmed it, nourished it, and wait for the earth to produce it. And when the earth produces it, them reap it and carry it to market. For you to meet them at market, turn over the cart, mash up the people them goods, mash up the cart. What is supposed to come out of that? What is supposed to come out of that? Write them a ticket, right? If you so wicked, then write them a ticket, write them a summons. This area you're not supposed to be in. No vending goes on. Put up your sign, them big and clear. No vending in this area. No vending within 50 feet of this sign, something. And then when they do, then you do the rest. But to mash up them goods, that's like you're speeding and the police pull you over, and instead of giving you a ticket, the police pull out a big hammer and just start mash up your car and mash out your windscreen, mash up your window them, take out a knife and cut up your tire them, and then tell you, go about your business. Officer, me can't even move from Yasso. You just actually left me stuck. I don't understand how they govern. To me, looking in from the outside, is like they govern to break the spirit of the people. They govern to, listen to me now, they govern to break the spirit of the people. That's why one time when I see my brother them go in certain ways, sometimes I don't even bother saying nothing. Because we don't know, some of we don't know what desperation feel like. And when people are already in a desperate situation, back against the wall, and then you do them like that, listen, them things that can make people chip off, you hear me? Because nobody wants to come here and be anybody else's footstool. Nobody wants to come here and suffer for too long, especially newer generation. That whole long time suffering thing and one whole out thing, it's for those of us who are still holding on to the teachings of the elders from older generation gone by. New generation no want hear about no long suffering. Them never come here for suffer long. So when them try a thing and you discourage them like that now, what else you think gonna happen next? You know, here the youth in our background. We always get the full out warning and we never pay attention to it. Just like the man who killed the woman the other day, kill him ex-wife, kill him woman when they were breed female, then kill himself, but he left a message. Everybody chose to ignore the message. He spoke specifically to women who do these kind of things to men. Nobody wants to hear that. Oh, I'm wicked, him this and that. You talk about stuff you can't control. So what if he's wicked? Him dead, him gone. You gotta kill him again? Because you can't. It's the same thing. Watch this video right here. When you watch the video, listen to what's being said in the background. The man them a tell the police them say, yo, crime can't done, you know, brother. You know what go on. Crime can't done. And then we hear say so and so get shot up as during a robbery and blah blah blah. And we sit back and say stuff like, I work, them no want to work. Yeah, we could say that all we want to, but it ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna change nothing. And the monster has many heads. So we have to talk from many different angles. But that governing to break the will of the spirit or the will and the spirit of the people, I friggin' hate it. I hate it. Every time I see it, I hate it. None of them can justify to me why they did that right there. You can't justify why you did that right there. If they had confiscated the goods, it would have been different. But if police pull you over and mash up your car and cut up your four tire them for a traffic stop, and then tell you about go about your business, how are you gonna go about your business? Sir, I'm on the side of the highway. How me I go about my business? You damaged my vehicle I came with. All my goods in my vehicle mash up. How is that gonna help? How is that gonna help? All that causes anger and resentment, and somebody want revenge. And next thing you hear is a police officer killed at so and so, and nobody bat an eye. You know, you're the people them in our background. That's why when not dead, we not say nothing, you know. Until they start listening to these people, we just go Wassa and we're there Wassa right now. I don't know where we're gonna go after. We're at Wassa right now. I really don't know where we're gonna go after. It pains me to know that things are gonna actually even get worse. Because right now, me just doing the story them sometimes make me want to draw me here and just scream. But worse is coming. Worse is coming. Worse is coming. When I say worse is coming, some people say, SouFlo, why you always talk bad about Jamaica and the word is power, and if you say worse is coming, then worse will come because you said it. Stop being an idiot. Stop being a dunce. Worse is coming because we can see it coming. If you're following the trending of all this violence and violent crimes being committed and how the place is being governed and how certain people are treated and things that are put in place to protect some people while others are left with their head back clear out the door for anybody lick it off, the inequality and injustice within the system, you know so worse is coming. The people of Jamaica are special people. Their bloodline comes from warriors. Don't take my word for it. Warriors and warring factions, they know how to get aggressive. Why do you think them just kill people like that for no reason like that, and we still wondering like why, how come no other Caribbean nobody else is doing? They're not here to suffer for long. May I tell you? But in the process, though, most of the killing that's going on is we killing ourselves. Because every now and then you hear about a Chinese couple or a Chinese businessman get touched. But most of the times it's us on us. Tribal war are going. And on top of the tribal war that's going on, You have other kinds of war that's going on that I won't say. Those of you who've been here long enough, you know a certain people name I don't mention, like the and the. But war are gone. And on top of that, we have COVID, lockdown, restrictions, rules, this, that, a time of uncertainty, bombarded through the media with messages of death and destruction constantly. They're humans. They're going to feel hopeless. If you work that hard at making people feel hopeless, don't blame them when them start act like people that are hopeless. And not everybody can go through the hopeless thing and still find hope and still see light at end of tunnel. And it's not making excuses, it's just looking at the whole picture. You know? Worse is definitely coming. Even the blind can see that. Andrea Humphrey, exactly. But when I do that, you know, them crucify me. I say me always I talk bad about Jamaica, and that's why bad things happen, because it's the word. And the word is, yeah, the word is powerful, yes. And when you say words, they go out into the earth, take on flesh and come, create life. And these things, shout out to Father Capleton for that one day. And waking up my realization to that one. But at the same time, like somebody, I said the other day, I left a comment. I said, all the pray that we're praying, all the pray that Jamaicans are praying for better, it's like God turned a deaf ears, and most of them are praying to Jesus, the Jesus they were taught to pray to. But it's like the Jesus they put in him, you know, when you doing construction work or you go into the gun range and you put in your ear something them, your earpiece. It looked like Jesus put in him earpiece and turn him back because it's not getting better. I said that in the comment. It's not getting better, all this prayer. This person swear up and down, say we are not praying hard enough. We are not praying hard enough. You don't know these praying people. How can you say we're not praying hard enough? I've been to Jamaica and met some of the most religious, I mean them stricken at them religion, man. Them we all disown them, picking them. They strict in their religion and they really do live the part. Not the ones that were hypocritical Monday to Friday and Saturday them gone at Seventh-day Adventist Church, or Monday to Saturday and Sunday they are in front of Sunday Mass, praises and holiness and worshiping and oh Lord Jesus, hallelujah, shakalama bankalaba shandala and talk all kind of. Not those fake people. I'm talking about the one that will actually really live it. There are a lot of them there. The people that are prayer. And the praying thing now work. So true me go say that now is like them I take it like I attack their religion. I didn't attack your religion. I'm telling you that the prayer thing ain't working because enough people is praying and it now work. Things are get worse even. If the prayers was working, things would get even a little bit better. All right. At what point are we going to like start pinching each other and say, hey, I think we got some things kind of, you know, messed up. I think we have to rethink the part here and do it differently. Yeah. Some of them feel like all they must do is pray. That I think. Pray and the rest will fall from the sky. Remember me telling you yesterday, say I'm a different breed when it comes to that, man. Because if me say, God, this is yours, a theme, or is hers, or whoever you want to think God is for me, but me gone. Somebody says faith without works is dead. Prayers without works is dead. You just talking to the ear. You just talking to the ear. Spirituality gone left way. And that's one of the biggest problems. Spirituality vacated us. Or we vacated spirituality. Through design. Through design, but we still keep it going. Me not understand why them officers they feel like say mash up the potato them, mash up the banana them, mash up the yam them, mash up the rotted cat and everything, broke it up. There was so much rage in that. I guess because they're short staffed and underpaid and in a position of authority. That's a dangerous combination, boy. Short staffed, that means you're overworked. And then you overwork me, but I'm underpaid. I want to hurt somebody around you. My bills them now meet my paycheck them. And then you put me in a position of authority where I can flex some power and get out some of this aggression that is pent up in me before I go and go choke my wife. I'm beating up and picking them, kick my son down the stairs them. I take it out on the cat boy, the market gal, the dirty higgler. So the monster has many heads. It's sad. Muslims pray 5 times a day. Big up to the Muslim them. They pray 5 times a day openly, right? But you don't need no times of day to pray. That's just my perception. I don't need no times of day to pray, but I understand why the Muslims do it and what they do with it. For instance, if you pray by yourself, it's a powerful feeling. If you can get 1,000 people to pray at the same time, it's a whole different feeling. Yeah, it's a whole different vibration then. And this whole thing is run off vibrations. However, I don't think you need no time of day to pray. And a lot of these Muslims, they just pray just because that's what it should be. It's the time of day to pray, so pray. Pull out your mat to roll it out, bend down and pray. Just to say I'm Muslim and I pray, just like Christian. Enough of them only go church Sunday or Saturday just because it's the thing to do. And them dirty all the other days of the week pretty much. And they live secularly, they live like everybody else. So this whole religion thing, I'm not too getting about, because I don't want anybody feeling bad, like I'm downing their religion or I'm disrespecting their religion, because that's not the case. However, spirituality, we have vacated spirituality on a huge scale, and that's the problem. No longer a connection to the divine. With neighbor train cut from the divine, no longer a connection. And here we are, out here, just floating around. We float this one, lick up in this, float this one, lick up in that. And we're trying to figure it out on our own, right? Religion was made to keep the slaves humble. Why do you think Jamaica has so much churches? And yet, religion existed long before slavery, though. But then again, that could be up for the debate, because slavery has existed since the beginning of time, since the beginning of humanity. Since the beginning of humanity, somebody looked at the stronger one, looked at the weaker one and said, I can force you to make you do this for me. I can force you to give me sex. I can force you to build my house and my buildings. I can force you to farm my fields. I can force you to. It's been that from the beginning of time. That's why I keep telling my people that I don't want to sound like the one that say you need to get over it. We can't get over it. It's still going on. They just switched it to something else. But you need to get past it. You need to get past it. You need to have it be a part of your story. That is not something that you use as a crutch and throughout your whole life. This is the story. Imagine how sad of an adult elderly you're going to be when that is the story you have to pass on to your future generations, your grandchildren, them gathered around you, and you are taught about slavery. And this is how it affected me. And that's why I never really met nothing of myself, because, man, they're going to look around you and see a whole lot of other people that went through the same things that you went through. That did make something of themselves. So we got to let go of that. Others have been enslaved too. There's no history showing others that were enslaved, though, on the level that we were. As in, you were stripped of your spirituality, the way you worshiped, the way you saw who is God or what you defined as God, your lineage. Your names were important before the whole chattel slavery thing. Then you just end up with some European people name because Christopher Smith owns the plantation that you come from. So in Brad, all I'm slave them Smith. And now you're born into Smith. And you proudly carry Smith. Or whatever else name we were given. But we have to get past that as a people. We can't keep going back there and going back there and going back there. Important to know your past, but use it as fire and fuel to your future. Don't just sit there in the past, complain about the past. Remember the white man and Senegalese people. Why? I'd rather live in Jamaica than America or any European country, and that's just me though, knowing what I know. That's you, SMH. Where do you live now? Because holy power we can't say that. But then ask us where do we live now, and the conversation will take a different kind of turn. Yes, D-Max, step into the future, remember your past. You know already the old cliche saying Marcus Garvey said, a tree without roots are he who has no knowledge of the past, he doesn't know nothing about him future as far as where he should be going, no guidance towards what his destiny could or should be, fulfillment of it. But you don't use it as a crutch. Not get over it, internalize it, remember it, but get past it. And that the Chinese them do, you know. I also realize that religion makes people very naive and it keeps them wide open for unnecessary things. Mrs. Nia, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And that's why I got away from it. See? That's why I got away from it. He has his security team, so why should he care? But let the continue carefree, man of God is not sleeping. When you take on oath to serve the nation, you must do your part. And now I'm hearing that the Prime Minister might be shuffling or is going to be shuffling his decks as far as shuffling who goes into what position next, move around some people. I've always said, maybe I don't understand how the government work, but Minister of National Security, just the way how it sounds to me, the descriptive characteristics of that job, Minister of National Security, that tells me that you play a very big part in the security of the country, right? Been doing their job for quite a long time in a manner that is far less than impressive. Let's choose our words, right? Far less than impressive, because we don't want people to come talk about, yes, like a Bogo Yaga boy, and he said this, you know, and laugh off time. He can't even make a proper sentence, you know. Because you know that's how some people do. They're on their high horse and they're better than. And you speak and they don't care because, so we don't want nobody feel like we're disrespecting. But people in position, some of them people that need to be shifted around for real. But what good is that going to do? Because they still carry the same mentality, all of them. All of them are still in cahoots. They're still in the same group. So it don't matter who you put in at the kitchen or who you take out of the kitchen, put in at the bathroom or the bedroom or around at the backyard to clean it up. It's still the same people. They're just going to feed off each other and continue to do the same thing. The people of Jamaica themselves need to wake up and start securing better for them, for their future. If you're comfortable with the idea that you might have came to earth on one tribe, and when you left, you are completely erased from the history of the world. If you're comfortable with that idea, then go ahead and live loose and live wild. And don't advocate for your brothers and sisters who are in trouble. And don't advocate for a better tomorrow for the country. Go and fall in love with your party. Go and worship your leaders, your elected leaders. And you will probably be just that, because you won't get a chance to leave any legacy behind. You won't get a chance to build that generational wealth and pass something forward to continue building. You won't get a chance to do none of that. you will be one of them that came and left and no one remember nothing about you. They are the gods. My leader named Shamar Jackson. My dad named Soto. Oh, I was looking at the comment and then the name. I'm like, your leader named Shamar. Okay, your name is Shamar Jackson. So yeah, your own leader. All right. Badness is everywhere, not just Jamaica. So we will die regardless. Either make the most out of your situation or not. No one survives forever, anyways. Hmm. No one survives for ever, anyways. True. However, I've seen some people leave a mountain of a legacy and they die in their 20s and 30s. And then I've seen people live till they're 90 and 100 and still never left nothing behind. Not even little good teachings, much less something for sit on or something for catch up on or anything. So it's all about how you view life then and what you do with the time that you're given. How you view life and what you do with the time that you're given. Right? Pauline Weber, that's another conception or misconception. They don't want Jesus. No, death is upon them. I think I might go too far if I indulge. But if me and Pauline Weber, if Pauline Weber can type fast enough or can call in so we can talk. They don't want Jesus, so death is upon them. Y'all know where this will go, right? Yeah, y'all know where this will go. Cause I know enough country where don't want Jesus because that's not their religion and they're prospering. And even when they're suffering, they're prospering because they're not killing each other like how we're killing our own. So let that sink in. And Jesus is not even in their equation. So let that sink in. So how have they managed to survive for so long without Jesus? And they've been building generational wealth and them have all of the money. And Jesus is not in their equation. I'm just saying. Me I try make the 1 + 1 = 2. I'm trying to do the maths. Remember, I know I just come here yesterday and I'm like a grain of sand on the seashore. I'm not better than any other. I'm trying to figure this thing out too. And I'm trying to be very careful in choosing my words because I understand that religious people are extremely sensitive when it comes to their religion. Somebody said yesterday, SouFlo, stop sipping your tea. It doesn't fit you. And you make that slurping sound when you do it, which is so friggin' annoying. Good morning. You know what this person's name was? Jesus Christ something. Jesus Christ something. You know what I said to the person? I said, please go check with Jesus and try to get Jesus to help you to, because a person like you will have people walking around thinking that Jesus is a fake thing. God is a fake thing. Jesus is God, something the name of the person is. Go look under the comment section yesterday. It's still there from the video yesterday. It's still there. It's still there. You can't name yourself about Jesus is God and virtuous and all this other stuff and then stuff like that bother you. I've never done that slurp before, but I'm just saying, if I'm here sipping a cup of tea and Jesus is in me or God is in me, if I'm gonna sip him cup of tea, I wouldn't be that bothered. It's not like him in my ears. I go, but I want to tell you something. I'm driving in a car, right? Because this is a pet peeve of mine. That's why I address it. I'm driving in a car, right? And my child is behind me. all the kids in the vehicle, and somebody put food in their mouth and start go some. And everything I love, I'm ready to hit the brakes. I'm looking around at everybody. I'm like, yo, I just look around to see who is it. And it was, I think this time it was my niece. And I was like, niece, don't do that in the back of my head. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't know it bothered you that much. So I have a pet peeve for that still. And I told her then. So I guess God wasn't in me or Jesus wasn't in me. I don't know. But how are you so bothered? Why are you so bothered about small things like that? Half of the time I'm not even sipping the tea throughout the show. Not true? Sometimes I don't wonder how my tea not get cold because I can't finish it because I'm talking so much. I'm going to take a little one sip here and there. And you're so bothered. If Jesus is your God, allow Jesus to work through you. Because I studied Jesus. And Jesus would not have been offended by that. What would Jesus do? You know, Christian, you're supposed to be Christ-like. And on this Christmas Eve, where we're celebrating the birth of Christ, even though I'm not nowhere in our Bible, it's December 25th, birthday or nothing. But I'm saying this is what they've chosen to celebrate it. And in this season, the birth of Christ, your Lord and Savior, you are so honored because I sip like a tea. Because I try to show the people that tea is good for you. So damn annoying. No, man, Jesus now work through you, man. But big up on yourself still. It's all love. And I said it too. I said it's all love. Manners and respect, same way. Say what you want to say. Here, what up? We're gonna move on into something else. I can't believe we passed an hour and 12 minutes. Good Lord. Lord too with a T. Omega Dreads Gaming Channel. Big up yourself. Here's a small concept. How about donating to your local police? Reach out to your commissioners in your local area and do something for your community. A 100-pound of chicken to a local police station. Maria's Products, listen. I'm going to say it like this. It's sad that the people have to do government work. And then when the people done doing, this is a crazy cycle. So you're going to ask them to finance the police, which should be fully financed by the government because they're paid through taxpayers' dollars. So we must work hard, pay our taxes to fund their salaries and then go take care of them after because them government can't do it. But no one is to hold the government accountable for the things they're supposed to do, but that they're not doing. Underpaid law enforcement officials, understaffed law enforcement officials. They don't have the right equipment. I see a rescue go on the other day where the man fell down in the manhole, and I big up all our firefighters them in Jamaica too, because the ingenuity, they wouldn't have allowed you to do that in the US. This is why I wanted to do occupational therapy in Jamaica, and I still do, right? It's for my later plans in life. Because I can fabricate a splint out of some kind of material somewhere. I mean, I have to worry about whose insurance covers what, and this has to be done by that, and go through this channel, sign off on these papers. But I'm taking all my learning here so I can take my expertise back home, because there are a lot of people who have, I don't want to use the wrong words, there are a lot of people, especially children, like autistic children and children that might have other issues and ailments, that I can be beneficial to them in Jamaica without all the red line tapes and everything like that. See? But I watch them firefighter there. Go get a man in a hole. A deep, dark hole, long way down. They threw him in there because they thought, oh, they're going to throw him in there and he's going to die. And if him don't die, something going to bite him or kill him down in there. Anyway, he should die from the fall. Y'all remember that? I just covered that video not too long ago. It was an older guy. He was a taxi driver in a community. And the youth then back him up and fling him in a hole. Rob him, fling him in a hole. And days later, I think he was in there for like the whole weekend. They found him. But the way how the firefighters got him out, the whole time I was cringing because I'm like, he's going to fall back in the hole. And now he's really going to hurt himself. They don't have the proper equipment to do a lot of stuff. They're not only understaffed, they're overworked, they're underpaid, they're under or ill-equipped. All that comes from government. So when government take the whole of the money and go buy up the latest X6, and at the first time you will see a X7, big nice Jeep, shiny upon the road. All their children go to the best schools, fly out when them feel like. The mansion just added an east wing and a west wing to the centerpiece. $100 million for this and that, and them lifestyle ton up. Where do you think they're getting that money from? Is the money that was supposed to go to the police them for them overtime pay? Is the money that was supposed to go to the soldier them to equip them better? Is the money that's supposed to go to the road them we need to fix from me yide and me knee, where I still go to Jamaica and still drive on the same road and have to choose between either going over a precipice because there's no guardrails there. If your tire ever bust on one of them road there and your vehicle jump left, just know so you're done, okay? And the money that them are used to all that. And then we look at each other and say, let's donate. Why? To enable them more? Because they're like, oh, the people got it. They're going to donate and pick up them donation and do them GoFundMe and help themselves when things get more desperate upon them. Let's see how them can help themselves. In the meantime, I fat up my bank account in a charge because that position they might not last too long. And I'm trying to set up generational wealth, my friend. There's no checks and balances. Very little accountability. And that me not like about the Jamaican people them because them no want to hold them accountable. I want to see an election come around and the streets them just empty. Because everybody say, you know what, I'm fed up. I just want to see an election come around and the people them say, stay inside. Nobody no go outside. Not one vote pass. Yes, Gramps. Gramps Morgan is on the line this morning. But I want to show you something. Watch this. Jamaica election crowd. I did not know that so many people lived in Jamaica. Now, mind you, I am aware of the population amount. But I did not know that people turned out in crowds like these. See them there now? These are the same people who spend all year cussing about how things not go right. And me, vote for him, not to walk side, never again. Watch a crowd there. You see this? So when I tell you that this is how they show up, have you ever seen them show up like this to say, and this is what I was trying to tell them, say, organize like this and march peacefully up to the neighborhoods where these leaders live, surround their community and stay there. And then when you stay there, now you can use your religious thing. Just sing some songs. Sing some holy songs or some biblical song or some churchical songs or some reggae music that is about humanity and human rights, and just turn up there and sing. That's it. And let them know that we're going to do this march all day, sir, every day of the week for the next however long until we put in place X, Y, and Z. But see them there? Them same ones sit down and complain. Look on the crowd, they're gone way back over so as far as the eye can see. When I saw these crowds, I said to myself, Then so much people live in Jamaica for real. I know so much people don't live in one place. So obviously, see there now. I saw them turn out, you know. They turn out like this. And don't think a green alone may I show you. Because the orange them do it too. See them there? They turn out in their big numbers too. That's how they turn out. They won't show up like that for any worthy cause though. Cockpit country about to get mined. Can we get enough signatures on this paper, please? Everybody ears stop work. Oh, I didn't hear what they said. Everybody eye got blind. Well, I never really did see the paper, you know, so I couldn't sign it, so it was online. Well, I haven't been on the computer in a long time, so I really, you must have missed me, you know. And one bag of excuses. Anything that they can be a part of for their own betterment, all they have is one bag of excuses why they don't participate in their own betterment. But when it comes time to worship and show their love and honor and respect for these elected officials who perform lackluster year after year after year in the things they were elected to do, they show up the next election the same way in the same big crowd with the same colors on and vote back for the same people again. All right, sir. Let's chat till my throat dry. Sip of tea with a slurp. And on to our next subject. Now, let's end it lightly, right? People, hear me. It's going to get grown, but I will try not to use words that are not. We're big people. I don't have to spell things out. I don't have to be graphic. You can figure out what is being said, right? All right. Let me come off on that topic then, because we can't talk about that all day till tomorrow, because we know what the problem is. So let's come off that topic for a minute. Now, may I watch a video the other day? Because, you know, WhatsApp is that place where WhatsApp hasn't caught on yet, like YouTube, censored to the point where graphic violence or sexual anything not allowed to be shown on YouTube. But WhatsApp still a carry the swing, so them can show just about any and everything. Okay. I told y'all before, you know, I did some extensive time in the army. So when you're in the army, right, especially when you're in the infantry where I was, you see, when we have things that call the 3 S's and we do them together, we shit, shower, and shave together, right? Shit, shower, and shave together. When I'm shaving at the sink, there's another brother right here, another one right here, and they're shaving at the same time I'm shaving. Everybody either naked or you're in your towel or whatever. We're not watching man in there, because even though you have some man in there where you notice them I go so while they're shaving, but they try not to make it known. See? Shit, shower, and shave together. I'm taking a poop. There's a dude next to me taking a poop. That kind of stuff. So I've never been the kind of person who was like scared to be around other men naked, because I never feel insecure about nothing. I mean, now watch and compare nothing. I just feel like I was adequately blessed, so I'm okay. I'm good with what I have. Whether I'm good with it or not, it's not like me can pray harder and God will give me more. So I have to be good with what I have. Don't? Body shaming. When I hear a woman talk about how, yeah, you must wear sweatpants because sweatpants are for those who hang this and do that and big like this and whatever. Sweatpants season is coming, man. Don't put it on all. Don't put on the sweatpants, whatever. Body shaming, man. You know, I always feel some type of way about that, because as soon as you say anything about a woman's body, then everybody is against you. Right? Let me see. I'm leading up to somewhere. Hold on. Let me see. This is the joy about this. You have to walk with the story. Let me see a thing where it's a comedian from Jamaica, and he did it in a Mutabaruka voice. And it was about the woman, they tell the man, say, film sin things, so teeny weeny. Marco, if it's too much information, it'll hurt you. The woman tell the man, say, film sitting teeny weeny. Then me hear Muta voice come in and say, well, you say God never make no mistake, and God create him so him born with what him born with, and that's what him have. But how you explain your thing? Because you born with something teeny weeny too. It is tight and little when you be born. And you go wreck it out and frig it up. And now it looks up. And wild and stretch out and whatever. And I was like, wow, I'm laughing right at these inappropriate jokes, mind you. And I'm thinking, how appropriate? How appropriate? You know, them are body shame the man them. Me not like. Some of the woman, you're magicians. You're magicians. You make something go on with anything. Me not really pay attention to man front, cause it's not my thing. However, when things happen in front of you, you see them. I've only seen this once. And the one that I saw this once was in a strip club. And brother run up on the stage like, you know, he's happy to show off whatever he has. And the girl that was dancing, obviously is one of these strip clubs where they go all the way in. I keep it clean. And I told you guys about that one before. Now, let me see what next one now. This one that I saw, I have to say my hats off to you women. Because me would have me have to tell him to just pull up and go on. Pull up your clothes and go on. And I started thinking to myself, like, God must have a wicked sense of humor, Star. Forgive me, that's something that little so when time little. I make the whole of me grow. And that still stay a little like when time I did little. Because I saw it look and I never knew that men actually walked around with stuff like that. Now, this is not body shaming men. I'm talking about God's sense of humor. Because there's also compatibility, right? Some women don't mind that a doctor I work with and she go work with it too. Because she is more into the person than into him something. The magic that I saw this woman trying to operate upon this thing here. And me I think to myself like, someone can really turn water into wine. Some of them can really bring the clouds down from the skies and the heavens. Some of them can really work miracles in a real life. The whole time me I look on something, me have to rewind it because me I say, what that? And that can't real. Never seen nothing like that before. So when I went to the comment section now, me see a whole heap of woman, I left a whole heap of comment. Girl, let me tell you about this. One time I had one like that. Me see some of them say, I tried to work with it, but I couldn't. Me see one say, oh, them laugh until them weak, and he was embarrassed. Me see the next one say, tell him to pull up him clothes and go on, because that's what they did. So I'm saying, okay, so these things are out there. Like, so many different women can't be running into something if it's rare. Somebody want to hear from the woman them this morning, if a real thing. Like, is it rare? Is it normal? And then, but we want to talk to God though and say, what kind of joke is this? I don't want no bad karma following me. Because I don't want if I come back to earth. Nobody never did and come back yet, but I don't want to, if I come back, that is my punishment. So I'm not make fun of nobody. I'm not sowing no karma seeds that are bad. If I saw me have to come back, please don't bring me back at all. Just sign me off. Left me in oblivion, which part of that. Don't bring me back. No can't me come back in a creation, nothing. If I that me I come back with, don't bring me back. If the choice is to come back with that or pain and suffering, me take the pain and suffering and work my way out of it. Because me I go have determination. But my God, My God. I was saying God don't like the white one because they ain't got nothing, most of them. That's a fallacy. I think that's a lie. And unless you've been with most of them, you wouldn't know that. So we can't say most of them. Nothing. But me not say me a champion, nothing around here. My thing now swing and lick my legs or nothing like that. But my God. I mean, you are the brother fully ready to go. And you know, ladies, they have growers and they have showers. Some people just look like that all the time, and then some man just grow that. Like when a time forgot, you ever see one time donkey turn up and nothing now go on, donkey just look like nothing no did it. And then when donkey said, I can't see the girl when want now, and the thing just roll out. As some man body perform. Some of we are growers and some are showers. So nobody fooled by the first sight of what you see. So when you roll out now and you're good and you're ready to go, I think it's only gracious of the Lord Almighty to give you a little something to work with, man. Boy, me I try beg God for don't create no more of those, because there's no way that brother they feel. Me don't know, me I breathe hard because me not even know what to say. How would I feel? Can't talk about how I would feel. I would be heartbroken. I would be heartbroken for life. I would walk around with a heartbreak. Every time you see me, I'm grieving. I would be in constant grief. No, for real. I would be me would I need counseling every day of my life for the rest of my life. People may watch a video, you know. I say she hop on, go on like she do something on me. I said, no. Some man no lie and wicked too. The most. Wickedness increase. Oh man. Boy. So all the wicked enough. Small axe fall big tree. This wasn't no axe. This wasn't no axe. Small axe fall big tree, yes, but this was not no axe. This was a miniature blade. You know, like when you have the children toys where come with the little minifigure where hold the little toy, like the soldier man hold one little flag, like this Kai action figure man, them the little one them were tiny like that. That's what that was. If they have a mini flag, that wasn't no axe. Small axe can fall big tree for true, but that can never no axe. That wasn't even a complete blade. Yeah, not even a razor blade. Because a razor blade in itself dangerous, but that cannot even no razor blade. That was a chip off of a piece of a razor blade. And this really did they go on like heaven come down upon earth, you know? Me not tell God what to do, Beverly. Me I beg God, said please don't. Begging is different from telling, me not commanding. Me just a beg, say please don't send no more of them come here like that. Me not there to watch them front, but me sure as a man me can me probably think like they do. Them are gonna need help their whole life. And some of them women are wicked. Them see the nice car, them see the house, them see that he's very accomplished and all that. Them say, yes, I want a man like that. Stability, security. Me can put my ones and twos with his, I'll bear his children. We can build a strong family and everything. I'm gonna go over there, go create some more of them little picnic there. Where he have 4 sons and that them got blessed with frog. That's passing on suffering. That's passing on suffering. Me not say you have to turn so daddy. But me want to know what God was thinking. Did he looked like him fall asleep in the middle of the work, yeah, so and him say, all right, we try this out. Damn, I've been up for 20 hours on this one. I'm gonna just make that one go on how it is, not complete. All right. And then the next one come and he was like, all right, me have all the time in the world today to work on that one. And then the next one come again and he might drop asleep and get tired and that one get a teeny weeny. That video that disturbed me. Ladies, is this a true thing? Somebody said if we stick it in our vastness, you must be Jamaican or Caribbean. Because I'm going to know that says something like that, but stick it in our vastness. You But my God, man, you would surprise what that can do. Wait there, give me a minute there. Because Dorrit Lossman says I would be surprised what that can do. Without being graphic, please help me. What that can do. The money live. The money lives and beat upon a banana tree. The money, listen to me. Nothing ever did if it beat upon nothing. It wasn't there enough to even go beat on no banana tree. There was nothing. Let me see if I can. I may talk about this is fully up and ready to go, you know. So to the first marking of my index finger right there is about the length fully. I'm probably about the same width too. No, because I did a look. I'm making know from beginning, so I watch my front because there's something there. But I was taken aback, caught off guard. Someone sent me some video that are disturbing. I thought it was one of those other videos that it was going to be some killy video or somebody head mash out or something. That can me get all the video them. That one that catch me off guard. So again, me I beg God. Me not direct him, not dictating and begging on behalf of. Because it can be. Can be. That can't real. Something wrong. Now, honestly, if me was a woman, I would probably be laughing so hard that I couldn't hold it. So I'll probably get punched or kind of when people get mad and sensitive, anything can go on, you know? Embarrassed, anything can go on. It probably would be one of those. What are you making that sound for? I don't know. I think I got like a flu, cold coming down or something. I've been having these symptoms. I'll be there making up some kind of something, but I couldn't hold that laughter. That's why I said, oh no, woman, you hold that laugh. You really hold that laughter. You work with it. You really work with it. Somebody from the WhatsApp chat, please confirm if SouFlo is telling the truth. How does he? Boy, first world 876. I forgot to ask them that. Probably all over themselves. I don't know. Claudette Sterling is saying it's not the size of the gun, it's the effect from the bullet. So here what I want to say. Strength to strength. Man to man. You're there already. Nothing we can do to change it. Right? Just know, sir, you are created in perfection. All right? Whatever purpose, Vaz Official, shout out to you. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Vaz Official says, SouFlo, when we did young, my father used to say, make sure you stretch it daily. And it worked. How are your father not telling that for? What was your dad telling you that for? Make sure you stretch it daily. That's true. That's true. Me not lie, me did I stretch mine still. But me never have a father who tell me to stretch it daily. So it would be interesting to have my dad had told me to stretch it daily. If there's not in his hips, he must have it in his lips or the tip. And you still have to work with it and go on like it's exciting, don't? Yes, Roxy, LOL. Some can literally use it as a walking stick. If father teach him to stretch it daily. That's what the man say, father, if it stretch it daily and it worked. Yes, man, Toby, this is still live. Me I beg God, please not send no more of them back like that. Because the man them can't be confident with that. Can't be confident with that. God no. Especially in the climate of the world in which we're things, then the Lord must did know say the world did not turn out like this. The Lord must did know say you are creating a generation of women who will be completely focused on the centerpiece. I mean, I talk about the centerpiece of figurine for my granny table. They will be completely focused because that is where the world is today. A man is judged by his centerpiece and what it can do, and then anything else that him bring with it, etc., etc., etc. All when him have whole heap of everything, it a go come back to the centerpiece. Why you think you say Benz a roll out a driveway and man in a suit going to his CEO position of his business because he's way up in the hills, and then you see the little bicycle boy when do they prune up the yard or something and get the bug them out of the pool and everything. Him a cut you come up the hills up on him bicycle. Can't have afford a car, right? In the house in gone. A beer storm blow in there till Sharkman come back home. And when Sharkman reach back home, him can't tell nothing different. Cause him not have the dipstick for check anywhere. Him not have the dipstick for check anywhere. So him not going far enough to even say, something else has been here. Him does that nibble upon the outside. So him can't tell the difference. No God. God must have I would have liked to have a direct line with God on this one. You know, crime and violence needs to cut down. World peace needs to be attained. Poverty needs to be handled on a global scale. Enough people are suffer hungry picking out there. But that one something there, we'd have to have a talk. God no, we'd have to have a talk. I would address all those other important things, but that right there, so I probably would have lead with that. Because I mean, I say, you know, Father, you know, you're funny, you know. You're real funny because I tell him I said something the other day. I know I wasn't looking for myself because that's not what I'm into. I fly straight. However, what I saw, why you do that? Tell me the joke behind that, why you do that. The science behind why you did that to a man. We are all born innocent. But me start to believe that we are all born in sin and shape in iniquity for real, and some people did get pressured and punished from birth. Because must a punishment. Must a punishment. Wait, sidetrack. Paradise Family says, can you guys pray for my family? What's going on with your family, Paradise? Bro Shaka said that was a cuss passed down. Maybe his grandfather was a gallus, Jano, and wasted all his time on earth chasing skirt and never build no generational wealth. I never have nothing to pass on. Bro Shaka, may I add to what you're saying now? I never build no generation. And you wasted your time. I gave you a good one. And you waste it out. Whole heap of waste girl you come brush with. All that time you could have been putting something together. Me give you the land for farm, you never farm it. You never produce not one fruit or vegetable. I take it away from you. And from you, because your life gone already, I take it away from you through your generational lineage. So your son and your son's son will come here without a piece. No centerpiece for them. John, no. I work hard in life here, and I'm going to try my best to be the best I can be. Some youth them can be offspring. My offspring them can be okay. I'm going to teach me youth them to stretch it daily. So they can too be okay. Because between bad karma and not stretching it daily, it look like bad things will take you. Amen. G Flex, amen. Amen. Maybe that is his second time on earth, and that is his bad karma. Anthony Bearer, you know what? Actually, could have come be some rapist before or some. May I tell you, you know, we don't know how this thing works completely. We don't know. Imagine if that's what it is. You come back again, even though you think you don't. You come back again, not in the sense where you go up in the sky go live, but you come back again with no knowledge of who you were before. You get sometimes, sometimes when you're broke and poor and you feel rich suddenly, maybe you were rich before. And it felt so right every time you pretended to be rich. It's like I've lived this life before. But when the money done, you go back to being broke kind of thing. Yes, the Buddhists, they say that. And you can come back, and that's why they don't even eat meat, because they say you could come back in the form of a cow. You could come back in the form of a goat. You could come back in the form of a tree. You just lean up there so everybody just piss by you. Imagine you come back as a tree and then put you around a one corner where it behind what's your name? Hot girl Stacy Bar. Right behind Hot girl Stacy Bar, then put you as a tree. And you will be firmly rooted there. And you are one of those trees that will last 3-4 generations. Around there, so all of the drunk man them go piss on that tree there. That will be your next life, because you were such a shitty person in the life before. Imagine that. Imagine being here making fun of people, and then you come back in the next life with exactly those things you made fun of in this lifetime. So me now make fun of nobody. Almighty Creator of man and life, understand me, please. I plead my cause and my case. I'm not making fun. I'm just trying to understand your mode of operation. I'm just trying to understand why you do it. The joke at night, your sense of humor. Cause God know. God know. Magic Mike said that is how racism started. Yeah, you know. No, it can be one next thing to racism. Probably started because they went to Africa and saw them women. One comedian said that's why black guys walk like that. Because we walk with a little bit of different a rhythm, right? And we talk with a rhythm. And then I say it is from following her throughout creation. Because sister them walk a certain kind of way, especially when them ready to put on the walk and walk a certain kind of way. My wife walk a certain kind of way naturally. And I told her that from the day I met her till now. And she still carry it. And no, she really carry it. Now after having 2 children, she really carry it. Her body really round out now. Now she have a woman body, right? And the sway is wicked. It do make you like, always she go on with our foolishness. Saying things I don't like to hear. I take on myself and go stand up over there side now on next side of the house. So I'm not even want to see you right now. I'm kind of something. And me see her, I'm going to see the back part pass as a God. See me? Like it's a stranger out the road, Just to watch it walk across the hallway or watch it go over to the next side of the house. Blood fire. Yo. So I could have saw it start. It probably wasn't because them come see we are swing with nothing. It probably because them see them. Oh boy. James, if I could acquire that, I would live in it. Would you, John? Yes, I would, James. I would go in head first. Oh my goodness. Look, we've got to have this. Yes. Make this ours. But how are we going to do that, James? We must conquer. Like kill all the men? Yes, possibly. James, did you see that? Oh my God. I saw me look. Because I can't help it. As I got, me can't help it. I don't want to help it, me can't help it. So I could have that. Donate a plate of food to somebody today. Them girl, when you have with them, they have to treat them like you caught them stealing. Murder it. Yeah. Yo, Cry. You can't say them something there. You see how them block you. You see how them block you. You see how them block your comment. You can't say them something there, brother. Me can't see it enough, but me now repeat it because they blocked it for a reason. See, find one next way if you say it. I'll say it again, let the people them see it. Please. That's a war start. I saw war start. I'm kind of feeling bad right now because we get caught up in certain things. And somebody said, please pray for my family. Now y'all know me to play with the family thing, and I lost the comment, and we're off on this. I asked them why they want us to pray for their family, like what's going on with your family, but me not see the reply yet. All right, so please don't feel like you're being ignored. All right, prayers go out to you and your family for whatever the cause is, and I'm sending waves of healing, tranquility, and peace towards you and your family. Genuinely, all right, family is everything, especially when you have a good family. Cause you know you have some family members, something happened to them, you're not even asking nobody to pray for them. You yourself don't even pray for them. But then you have some family member, if things happen to them now, it's like your whole heart removed from your body kind of thing. So that's how I view family. All right. So I wasn't ignoring you when you said, can you guys please pray for my family? Maybe I needed to stop longer to say it. So here it is. We'll keep your family in prayer. All right. And whatever you're going through, I hope that you all make it through. See? All right. Thank you, Rosalind. It's Michael. The person replied, that's what I said. I'm so caught up in this, I didn't see the reply. So I don't want them to feel as if they're being ignored. Carlene left a comment just now. The comment says that when a man knows how to use his tongue, he doesn't have any need for a big cucumber. I made an observation. Shout out to the LGBTQ community. I made an observation because somebody asked me earlier if I'm a supporter of. I made an observation. I'm going to talk about their lifestyle for a second. That's why I said shout out to them, right? So they don't think that this is about making fun of them or whatever. I noticed, though, that women who are off that, them can achieve a huge O, bust off like a bomb, no man involved. No cucumber involved. So I always say to myself too, so why under pressure demand them so much about size and all these things when on out there operating without a cucumber involved and still achieve the end goal result? So Flo, oh, you're a marginal and block them that talk then. Boy, I don't know enough. Marlon Sinclair said, do you have that new book on living with the small and see the fear thing get blocked? No, I don't have that new book. Is there actually a book like this? You see, enough things are going left me because this is not something where me normally into. Enough things gone left me. There's a book, Living with the Small Cucumber. That person don't drink hot tea. Oh, I don't know why not. I don't know. But my wallet has lost, stolen, and not one of the 4 mobile police stations has a decent lost and found system. Not one computer seen in any of the entry offices. NCS Smith, if you're a Jamaican like I am, and your wallet lost or stolen in Jamaica, Mobile, anywhere, highly unlikely you're going to get that wallet back. Some people will send back the wallet, you know, but they will send back the wallet with your ID alone. Depends on who find it. Some people will find your wallet and use your ID for find your house. Just be careful out there. See? Yeah, Nicole Scott, them have a problem. But one time, Granny sip her tea and the tea hot. Or when we used to go to school early in the morning and them give you hot porridge or your hot tea and you have to sip and go on. You must not come from where I come from. But it's okay. I won't hold nothing against you. It's all good. How to pee. How to find it. G-Flex says, just start getting back your IDs. Start getting back your IDs. Go make a report that it's lost or stolen so somebody else is not using your IDs. And I hope your bank card and all that stuff wasn't in the same place as your ID. You know, I do that stupid stuff all the time. But however, I have other security measures. Just to sidestep a little bit, I have these security measures. For sure, know how me's a man, you see? I'm gonna run down vanity and them something there. Watch my wallet. Is it my wallet? Yes, I boss up. And I keep track of everything when I spend. So my wallet full of more receipt than money. But you see, boss up. I pulled my wallet out yesterday and my kids were like, damn, Dad, you need a wallet. Then they try to act like I'm old, talking about, I don't know why all old parents do that. Hey boy, simmer. I just don't know. But that's something still. But keeping all your stuff in one place could be a dangerous move. Because once them find the ID and then find the bank card, they don't really need to go to anywhere to purchase per se. See, there are ways that they can purchase without. They don't really need a PIN. They can purchase without, especially online purchases, stuff like that. We need the Edge wallet. Everything that's shut down now, but the inconvenience is a B. Yes, NCS Smith. I've had it happen to me before. It was a Christmas Eve. Actually it was a New Year's Eve, and I was about to do a New Year's party. I threw a New Year's party right here in the city that I live. And I went shopping, and I had Kosi with me. Kosi was littler at the time. Don't know why I came out the store, took my cell phone and my wallet, put it on top of the vehicle, and unload the big cart full of stuff. We were coming from the place where you shop for party goods and whatnot, and drive off, load up the vehicle, and this kid is acting, so distracted me, put him in our vehicle and drive off. My phone gone, my wallet gone with all my ID, everything, right when my party is supposed to be later on that night, leading into the New Year's. So we have a countdown now. And needless to say, my party was a bust because people were calling to confirm, is the party still on? We don't see nothing going on at the venue, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't answer nobody and anything like that. So it was a hell of an experience, man. It make you feel like it would have been better if somebody put a gun to me and be like, yo, give me your wallet. And I gave them the wallet and them left. Never shoot me, just left. Me would have feel better than to know that I blame myself so bad. Because how do you put your phone and your wallet on top of your vehicle and then drive off? And the whole time I said to myself, why did I put it on top of the vehicle? What sense does that make? You know, so be careful out there, guys. All right. It's a busy time of the year right now. Everybody running around doing a million things right now. And it's easy to leave your things out. Your ID, your cards, scamming are going enough right now. Enough people just want to catch one of your numbers right now, and they can run it before you know it. So be careful out there. All right. And don't keep all your stuff in one place because you make it too easy for whoever finds that. When we do stupid ish, we can't believe we could. So yes, I just life, you know, Letitia, sometimes you just do it. And then you wonder, why did you do that? I was shopping the other day and I'm in Walmart and I'm pushing my cart and whatever I was looking for was on the lower part of the shelves, right? Push up next to it, bend down, have my phone in my hand, right? Why me put my phone on the counter, on the shelf? on the shelf above me and pick up the product that I was looking at, stayed in the bend down position reading. Come here, read to say if anything in here that I know can give me cancer, harm my family, or anything like that. So I read ingredients and stuff. All right, it was a good product. Pick it up, put it in our cart, walk off. And I'm walking around the store. And then suddenly I feel, and I'm like, oh God, where's my phone? Oh, I know where I left my phone. Race back over there, and the phone was sitting. I look all over the area because I didn't remember exactly where I put it. I remember where I was last holding it. So I'm tracing my step now in a crowded grocery store, and there was my phone sitting right there on the same shelf. And I have to say to myself, so what you do that for? Why would you put your phone right there? You know? So y'all be careful out there, man. We overloading. We got too much going on. We have family to take care of, bills still due, this happen, that happen, spouses to please, children to please, all kind of something that go on right now. Plus you want to enjoy the season and be festive as well. And all this family coming into town, 1 million different things that go on around you. Be careful. All right? Yes, what Nicole Scott said, hit the button. What did Nicole Scott say? My husband is looking at me cross-eyed because I'm ignoring him listening to your program. I also listen to your wife. Thank you guys for entertaining us. Hey, main Toby, tell your husband I said big up himself and him can come listen as well. All right, him can come listen as well. And I hope to God that he's not one of them. We're getting teely, little something that what may I talk about. Because there's small and then there's micro. And then there is non-existent. It look like a nipple. God no. But we're gonna left it right there so for today. All right. Thank God I wasn't born with a nipple down there. I'm got 2 nipples me have. I'm glad for that. And I ask God one more time to please send comfort to those who you gave a nipple instead of a cucumber. And don't make no more of them, please, because it's painful. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful Christmas, which will be tomorrow morning, which I will starting tonight after midnight. I won't be doing no live. Maybe go live for a few minutes just to have those who've been here for a while, like see the kids, family, and whatever. For those of you out there who don't have family to be around now, nobody who cares about you now like that, this could be a very depressive time of the year. I pray that you have comfort around you just the same. All right. I don't want you to feel left out and alone and like you're not worth much more than others and everything else. God bless you. Keep it all about love. Keep it all about keeping it real. Be good to each other and be good to yourself. All right. One love, family. Catch you on the next video. You don't know already. It's me and my Morning Thoughts family on SouFLoTV. Big up on yourself. Soon forward again. I'm out. Peace.